Welcome to Frankel. We're heading into a freehold D15 semi-detached home that's sitting on 3,961 square feet land plot. So within your living zone, we love this concept whereby this belongs. Okay, if you're hunting for something within a semi-D land region, this is something that is very suitable for you. Follow Propertylimbrothers on this landed home tour. Let's go. Now, quick facts about this home is that this home is within the radius of 1 kilometer from 5 primary schools. I'm going to show you the map right here, and within a kilometer, there's also 3 secondary schools that your kids can head up to once they completed their primary school education. Let's have a look at some of the key facts. So this is about 9.1 meters in terms of width dimension, 40.4 meters in terms of depth dimension, but most importantly, if you were to head with me over here, have a look at what is behind, because that is what we call the very precious single loading facing. In the entire landed kind of enclave, is very hard and very rare to see this kind of facing, because most landed plots in Singapore, they are arranged in a manner whereby usually it's sitting on a back-to-back facing due to our land-scarce concept in Singapore. So it's very hard for a landed plot to be sitting alone on a singular row with no houses at the back. Now, where are we right now? We are in a part of Frankel, right beside the Siglap estate, and of course Siglap and Frankel, they are lined up side by side, and we're on this street called Dunbar Walk. Extremely quiet street, but most importantly, you're sitting within a semi-detached landed enclave. We're also right beside the bungalow zoning at Siglap area, and of course right behind us, that is the Telok Kurau mixed landed zoning. Now, this is what you see when you live in a semi-detached zoning. You don't get that kind of feeling that there are a lot of residents along the entire row, because all the houses here, they are either detached or semi-detached home. Plus, it's pretty sparsely spread across the left and right hand side. Now, compared to if you were to live in a mixed landed zoning, usually there will be a combination of inter-terraces. There will also be 5-story boutique apartments sprouting across your landed region. And of course, that is just the way how URI demarcates mixed landed as well as pure semi-detached zoning. So this is one key benefit. This layout-wise, beautifully done. Now, this concept is what we call the living and kitchen kind of separation concept, with a key alfresco area right in between, and that alfresco area allows you to access right from the sidewalk here. And as you can see, because your land is pretty deep, this land size is 3,961 in terms of land square feet area. That gives you an extremely huge land for you to play around with, but most importantly, it's already fully built up, close to about 7,000 square feet across 2.5 story, and that gives you 5 plus 1 bedrooms. The rooms are also spread evenly, and level 2 gives you 3 huge bedrooms combined with an extremely huge family area that can potentially be made into a 6th bedroom. The entire attic level on level 3 has been reserved for your master room. This home comes with a combination of dry and wet kitchen, and on top of having the 4 bedrooms on top, you have a granny room right on level 1. This home has been nicely planned in such a way that it gives you a lot of flexibility on how you want it to be. I'm going to bring you to the back first. Right behind us, that's actually the entire park connector that links all the way from Kembangan MRT station all the way into the East Coast Park region. So you can just cycle in, and the sidewalk is right towards the corner. If we were to flip over to the front, what we notice is in terms of the road line outside, it's also pretty perfect, because you can park your cars on the sidewalks on the left and right hand side. Single dotted lines right in the middle with no double yellow lines towards the side, and just this car porch alone, this can go up to 2 huge cars. Fantastic. So let's head in towards the living area and then we'll chat more. This layout layout belongs to the kind of fashion where you have 3 different zonings. So the first zoning will be a fully focused living area. So this area right here has no combination of dining space, it's purely for entertainment. So let's have a look at the floor plate. You have the first zoning as a car porch, second zoning, dedicated living area. Of course, this is the space for you to put in your TV console. An alternative layout will be to flip around and have the entire TV console right here. But because of the fact that you are a semi-D kind of concept, you have brightness coming in from the left side of the windows, you technically don't need that front sliding panel, and that's the design that our owners have chosen. Looking at the flooring, these are huge, large slabs of marble, and that flows entirely all the way to the back of the house. So the third zoning will be this alfresco region. Of course, you can put in an outdoor dining set if you want to leave it open for your kids to play. You want this to be a wet area, that is fantastic. There's so many different ways to utilize this zone. So because of the fact that this was built just 9 years back, this home has already been future-proof. This is a dormer's lift. It's made in Italy, holds up to 400 kilograms with 5 packs capacity. So fantastic. So you can just head up to your attic level, and you can also have a look at the scenery of your landed enclave. And these are of course solid wood that has been customized all the way from level 1 and shooting upwards towards almost the level 2 area. And of course, this is a consistent design throughout the entire stairway. Staircase is also nicely parked right towards the corner, and that occupies towards the tail end of this home. And as mentioned, the stairway width is 1.5 meters, usually doable only if you have a home like this. There's the 9.1 meters width in totality. So this is a dedicated dining zone. Dining table is already 10-seater, so a full 10-seater dining in conjunction with your open kitchen with this beautiful island right in the middle. Fantastic kind of layout that gives a lot of different zones for entertaining, for hosting, plentiful amount of storage. You have a Gaggenau oven over here as well, built-in sink already given. All you need to do, I would say, when you purchase this home is to buff up the entire marble flooring, give it a new fresh look of paint within the walls, and of course exterior and interior. This home is almost good to go. So right towards the back, this is the common bath. It's mainly made of rugged tiles on the wall and flooring that also have like an ensuite kind of function with a Jack and Jill concept towards the granny's room. Home shelter for storage, and granny's room is the first room that's sitting towards the back of the home with an opening towards the sidewalk, and this is how it feels. This room that I'm in is actually the smallest bedroom, and it's really pretty huge. Rooms wise, the moment we come into any of the bedrooms, they're all done with long strip timber on the flooring side. Towards this angle, that will bring us to the enclosed kitchens. This place reserved for heavy washing, heavy cooking, and of course there's a dedicated fridge space right here. The important thing is that in terms of the services zone, they are all tucked within the back, and that's beautifully done. And there's still a bonus yard bathroom that is huge, and in fact, I think it's almost the same size as your common bathroom right towards the front. And the helper's room is nicely ventilated. You can put it up to a bunk bed with storage space within for your living helper, and the entire backyard is for your laundry space washing. So let's flip over to the front. As we all know, landed property trending has been performing very strongly for the past 2 years, ever since 2020. And now you might be wondering, will this trend continue? Now, based on our research, is that landed properties now are seen as a class of its own in terms of a store of wealth and store of value, which is why there is this chasm gap that has started since about 11 years back, where the two intersection lines of the landed property price index together with the non-landed residential price index, they have not touched each other since then. Bearing the fact that landed homes are just at about 73 to 75,000 in terms of the total landed stock in the entire Singapore, and there are no brand new land available directly from the government land plots, and every landed plot has to be rejuvenated from the process of buying old landed home, tearing it down, rebuilding into a brand new type, and then reselling in the market by developers. So if you look at terraces right here in D15, some of the brand new ones, they're asking in between $3,400 per square foot all the way to $4,200 per square foot in the range. At the high highest price benchmark of $7 to $7.2 million for a brand new inter-terrace land that's sitting on, say, about 1,600 to about 1,800 plus square feet land plot. And if we look at D15, some of the semi-D homes right now, they're asking the range of about $3,200 per square feet, bringing a total range to about 10 all the way to about $12 to $13 million depending on the land plot sizes. Let us head upstairs. Right here on level 2, currently there are 3 huge bedrooms. So let me share with you a few key concepts on how you can plan for your family to utilize the bedrooms level. So level 2, firstly, you have a huge room right towards the front. I think that can be a must if you want to be at the same level with your children. And the room is beautifully huge, nicely designed with separate zonings right there. You come to this portion here, this huge family area can be constructed into the 6th bedroom. All you need to do is just to segregate this area, build in a door. The aircon is already in the right placement position. That will still give you a nice walkway kind of zoning right here for you to access different bedrooms together with a lift shaft right at this corner. So I'm going to bring you to the 2 bedrooms at the back first. The rooms are really huge, and this is the 2nd bedroom. 2nd bedroom is facing towards the side, and that allows you to see all the way towards Marine Parade. And in future, once the Marine Terrace MRT line is up, you can take a stroll along the park connector, or you can just cycle through the park connector to reach the MRT station. In this region, the entire D15, predominantly about 80% of the homes right here belongs to private properties. So what does this mean for you when you're hunting for a landed home here is that you will know for certain in future if you want to exit, let's say about 5 to 8 years or 10 years time, when let's say you want to move to a detached home, the existing landed audience here is so buoyant. The amount of landed transaction in D15 is the top 3 in the entire Singapore, and a lot of people, once they move into D15, they will continue to move around within D15, and you always have a new exit audience in future. So let's have a look at this bedroom again, and this room size, I think it needs no introduction on how you can put in your furnitures, the position of your study desk or your bed, and this is just so flexible. 6 panel of wardrobe all the way from floor to ceiling. So this room comes with an ensuite with a standing shower, fantastic condition in terms of flooring, wall tiles. You don't have to do a single thing. Basically, if you want to change the WC, just to rejuvenate it a little bit, that's most of the things that you need to do.
Short days, long nights, we be gone to the morning. Yeah, they love it, all eyes on me when I put it on. Hallways, porch lights, gotta keep the evil off. Oh me, oh my, I just be like, poopy gone.
I'm gonna bring you to the room that's facing towards the back. So this room, surprisingly, is extremely huge. The wardrobes are taken care of with 5 panels along the walkway. So this is already settled, and that leaves the rest of the space facing towards the back, and this is fantastic. And most importantly is the privacy that you are getting from a single look facing, because you can just leave your windows open. You don't have to worry about neighbors being able to look into your room right here. And this room also comes with an ensuite concept.
Many stuck with me. She keep calling me a keeper, it won't be another me. Hey. We be heavy on it.
I'm going to show you this room at the front before we head up to the attic level. If you want to utilize this to be a master, this is fabulous as well. You already have close to about 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 panels of wardrobe space right towards my right hand side. The ensuite is over here with a long bath concept, full on marble. The moment you enter, along the wall line as well as the flooring. So long bath towards the corner, nicely planned with his and hers, ventilation windows towards the side. So you have a standing rain shower here, WC area over this direction. And as you come here, you'll notice that the room is so huge. I'm going to stand at the corner, Josephine at the other corner, and this is how big it is. I think this is definitely at least about 600 to 700 square feet. So your king bed is at the corner, this is the TV console space. This entire space, you have a mini living area with your work zone. And most importantly, this room faces towards the entire front of the home. Right opposite is a combination of detached and semi-D homes. So it's pretty sparse and pretty separated in nature. That also allows a lot more cross ventilation to come in. And windows are also tinted full on from the left to right hand side. Flooring wise, the moment you come out to level 2, just give it a nice shine and nice bath. The flooring will be good to go. If we move back here, walkway is also not wasted, because right below us, this is where the alfresco dining zone is. Currently it's being flushed with a nice open bookcase that still allows light to penetrate through. Most importantly, as we move into this zoning, before you head upstairs, you realize that the skylight just brings in so much atmosphere into this space. And we're gonna head up to the main attic level, which is also the full-on master room. And as we walk upstairs, you'll notice that the stairway handrail, these are all custom made with a nice roundish finish. And basically it's two long strip pieces that's being joined together. And of course, as we enter into the main master, you realize that there's like a segregation door right here at the start point of the attic level. This is because the entire attic zone is your master room and it's designed into 3 separate zonings. The first zone will be your resting area. Second zone, I think you're in for a treat. Because you're coming into a full-blown walk-in wardrobe area with 2 separate kind of bathrooms. So the first bathroom will be your long bath together into dressing area, and of course that's a see-through glass concept. Because this almost looks a little bit like your own clothing boutique, that also gives you a clear view of this entire landed enclave, and of course that's not such a nice view. You even have a walkout balcony that's linking towards your resting zone right from your walk-in wardrobe zone. You're gonna have like a full-on L shape right behind me that allows you to store, I think if I were to convert that into like a cabinetry system, that's easily close to about 20 doors of wardrobe cabinet space. And as we come towards this portion here, there's still another separate standing shower zoning right here. This is the bonus that we are talking about, because firstly you have the flexibility to close up this space, because that is the space where your lift comes up. This is a direct entry into your roof terrace space. So follow me, let's go. This is the roof terrace space, which I think every landed home needs to have, but this roof terrace is so well balanced. It's not overly big, it's the right size for you to enjoy, and you have to do your own barbecue in your own landed home the moment you get a landed property. What you get to see is that is Ocean Park, and of course that's one of the older condominiums right here, Freehold in the entire marine area. And you can see across, most of the high-rise apartments and condominiums are all seafront facing, and after that zoning, the rest of it will be landed zoning, as what we can see here. Towards the back, that is the trams at Kembangan. If you were to just drive out a little bit more, that would then bring you towards the entire Frankel shophouse zoning, and that is where you get pizza restaurants, you get bistros, you get sedeli, you get vets, and of course you get nice Chinese food as well. So a nice mixture along the entire row of shophouses that links the entire Kembangan towards the main Siglap Centre area. And of course, the moment you hit Siglap, you're going to have more F&B choices and of course a lot of bistro areas right there for your shopping and of course your amenities needs. Cold storage is just right there as well. And one of the key reasons why D15 has been doing so well is because this entire zoning has so much good and popular schools that a lot of parents, once they move in, they come in here for 10, 15 to 20 years. And this effect is what we call the parents attraction effect. Parents attraction effect is such a huge moat that's protecting the pricing of landed and private property home prices, because of the fact that people buy with the intent to stay for mid to long term. They're not going to fire sale their property very easily, because these are predominantly for own stay, for building their families, enjoying the space right here for their kids. So if you look at the Cat 1 to Cat 4 category right here in terms of semi-detached home, we're starting from Cat 1. In definition, these are homes that needs a total rebuild. Usually older homes that developers buy off the market or secondary homeowners buy off the market, rebuild themselves, spending about 18 to 24 months with their architect and builder. Cat 2 will be homes that is predominantly about 30 years old. Usually you buy it and you want to retain the existing structure, do a reconstruction or do an A&A. Thereby usually A&A takes close to about a year to go by. And of course the third concept will be Cat 3. And this is the home that we're standing right now, usually below 15 years old. You don't have to do anything except for a touch-up paint work on the exterior and interior, and usually you can just pump in probably about 300,000 to do a complete renovation. And Cat 4 right now, in terms of semi-D homes, they are in the range of about $3,200 to about $3,400 per square feet. And if we multiply back with the size of this home, that will bring us to close to about 13 million. So this home is asking for less than 10 mil at $9.8 million for a land size of 3961, which is a nice fine balance. If you compare with getting something off the market, let's say if you need to do a total rebuild and you manage to get something in the range of maybe let's say about $8 million, if you're going for this land size, and you factor in about $450 per square foot for reconstruction costs, you multiply that by 7,000 square feet of built-up area, that will bring you close to about $2.8 to $3 million. You add that back to your original entry price of the land at 8 mil, that will bring you to about 11 plus million to maybe close to about 12 mil, depending on the type of construct that you want. And you plus back the rental plus 24 months of time, then that will allow you to see whether should you go for Cat 1, Cat 4, or get something like this. If this is what you're looking for, you should come and have a look at this home. Let me head back. Alright, so thank you for staying tuned with us for the entire home tour. We hope that you like this landed plot, and most importantly, this is below the $10 million mark. Homes like this are extremely hard to come by, especially with a single load kind of frontage. If you want to have a look at this place, just click on the link right down below. My name is Melvin Lim, Propertylimbrothers. As always, happy to show you the place. Take care. 18,820 As we head up here, you will get to see Gavin first, which is here. Plus, they want to have the okay, sorry, this is